Tonight on Air Rescue.
Westpac, patient is still unconscious.
Searching for a critical patient trapped at sea.
Police launch is out of the question. They're 40 minutes away. Do we know whether the CPR is happening at this time?
No. A country crisis for the paramedics.
Rolled it right over and come onto its side.
As a teenage joyrider is flung from a crashing car.
Where's that hurting?
He understands more English than he speaks.
And the unluckiest tourist.
One of the branches snapped, jolted him and knocked him, and just saw him running towards me.
It's iron bark, so it's about 500 kilos to a tonne.
Struck down by a freak of nature. The Westpac Rescue Service covers some of the most varied and inaccessible areas of Australia. For the aircrew, this means expect the unexpected.
We've just had a call for an MVA up at Anna Bay. I believe 4 people in the car. It's rolled in the bush. They can't get an ambulance to the scene. They've requested that we go. Report is a girl injured spinal.
Teenagers, old cars and country properties. It's a recipe for disaster. But with kids of his own, Pilot Gandhi knows a thing or two about the temptations of youth.
I've been to a few paddock bash incidences, and the car 99% of the time is rolled. Someone's usually been ejected, and usually the car has rolled over the top of them.
Circumstances that all too easily prove fatal.
Clear up and left. Over 1345, we have paramedics on board. I'll go across to local channel. If you could just give us a patient update for the paras on board, please.
The last update was single patient only requiring ambulance attention, a 15-year-old female thrown from the vehicle. They believe lower lumbar fracture and request you to continue.
Okay, got the area sighted. Line's good. Line's good.
As the team approach, an all too familiar farm tale unfolds.
5 off the ground, cars blue mains, blue well clear right.
And with reports indicating spinal injuries, this is one joyride that could have a very unhappy ending.
All right, skids coming on.
On the ground, lead paramedic Genevieve takes charge.
As you can see, the car's rolled over. It's quite extensively damaged. Hi guys, hello.
Jamie, she was a front seat passenger in this vehicle, unrestrained, going about 30-40 kilometres an hour, took a turn, car rolled over, she was ejected from the vehicle. She hasn't moved since here.
Look at that. That'd be a great way. It's a bit full, but we're running out of time. We've got to get to work, so.
Westpac Rescue Helicopter Base. And the crew has just been called to an extraordinary emergency.
Report of a 27-year-old male hit by a tree branch, weighing about a tonne across his back. We're just going to head out and see what's going on.
Veteran pilot Ian Ozzy Osborne will be leading the flight.
Well, I've seen where people have been killed by tree branches before. Yeah, a tree branch weighing that much, it could be quite a significant injury.
En route, the crew discovers another challenge. The patient is Romanian and speaks very little English.
Presuming they'll take this gentleman to John Hunter, you might want to advise them that they'll probably need a Romanian translator on standby. He has limited English.
Are you any good with the Romanian, Jen?
No, my Romanian's not very good.
Northern Control, Westpac 2, landing 2 minutes. Just got some trees, will be down the right-hand side on the approach.
Ozzy needs to bring the chopper down on a narrow ridge, surrounded by steep farmland.
Get moving forward, 25. 15.
Well clear right.
3, 2, 1.
Left side's the best to disembark.
Paramedics Angie and Dave's first task is to find out exactly what happened.
G'day, mate. How are you? You're right if I just sit in here? Okay, now Justin was over here under the trees. You see that big branch? Yep. That was hung halfway up. Now it's come down on its own and clipped him across the back. It's iron bark, so it's about 500 kilos to a tonne. It's struck him straight across the back, knocked him arse over kite.
But with no external injuries and next to no English, diagnosing him won't be easy. Coming up,
Need you to stay nice and still.
can sign language reveal the answer they so desperately need?
He understands more English than he speaks.
Roll it right over and come onto its side, or just roll
this side first.
And a father's worst fears
Can you open your eyes for me, sweetie?
take hold. Romanian tourist Justin was clearing firewood when he collected more than he bargained for. A 1-ton tree branch right to the back. Paramedics need to diagnose him before he can travel.
He understands more English than he speaks. Yep. So he understands what you're talking about, but at the same time he can't vocalise. So
people with foreign languages are very difficult to assess. How's that pain now? About a 4 or 5? All right. I'm just going to do another quick check before we put you in the helicopter. We sort of try and improvise with sign language, or we just got to make do with whatever communications we can make with this patient to try and ascertain what injuries and if he's got pain.
With such a massive impact, it's vital that paramedics find out if Justin has any unstable fractures in his spine or internal bleeding.
In here, up in there, up in there. Might get the pelvic binder, but...
Might do pelvic?
Yeah, just in case.
Even the tiniest fracture in Justin's back could lead to permanent damage.
1, 2, 3.
You tell me when it starts to hurt. Say yes when it hurts.
Up, 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 up.
By keeping his hips, shoulders and head stable, paramedic Angie is able to check him thoroughly.
You just say yes when sore.
More talking in his flank.
Okay, there. There. On the hip, on the side. Other side.
So over here?
Right there, yeah.
It's just abrasions more left side.
And back.
Righto, rolling back in 3. 1, 2, 3.
Justin was with fellow traveller Andrew when the freak accident happened.
Just clearing the sticks and that. I turned around and heard one of the branches sort of snap and just saw him running towards me, and the big lump was coming down, and it's just sort of jolted him and knocked him, and he sort of slipped on the floor as well. But it knocked him clear.
Okay.
Justin here on a holiday or a working holiday?
He's on a holiday, yeah.
Tourist?
He's not allowed to do paid work, but he comes as a volunteer and he lives with us as family.
Okay, excellent. So Justin, no shortness of breath?
Okay, yes.
That's all right?
Yes.
Okay. Pain's okay? You're comfortable?
Yes.
Excellent.
With Justin stabilised with precautionary splints, it's time to get him to hospital.
Bye.
I've got his passport and I'll give that to the hospital. Okay?
5%. 90%. Holding below 95 there.
And if Justin's day hasn't been bad enough, the morphine for his pain is having an unwelcome side effect. For the air rescue crew, things like this are part of the job. The light and shade of life as a hero.
You on clean-up duties, Leggy?
Nah, mate. I'm refueling, you're cleaning up. Really?
That's a pleasure being the air crew today, I think.
We share here, don't we, Michael?
I'll help you out, Heath.
Thank you, mate. I love you.
For the aircrew, work and life often go hand in hand.
It's my birthday today. 29 again. Nearly 30. And my lovely family has come down to help me with my new little baby.
A career as an air crewman requires sacrifice.
Yeah, I'll get in trouble for having a dog in here. Sit down.
So when it comes to family celebrations, the base is a home away from home.
How old
49. 49, big one next year.
And hopefully everyone's going to surprise me.
Graham's 10 years older than me. Not that he looks it.
No beers, mate. That's about as strong as I want to get today. Because I'm on standby tonight, I won't be drinking either.
Coffee and cake.
Don't hit the bottom.
Hit the bottom, I've got to kiss the girl next to me.
That's right. Love you.
The mood of the crash scene is anything but joyous. Paramedics are attending to 15-year-old Jamie, who was flung from a crashing car, paddock bashing with friends.
She was 8 out of 10 pain. We've given her a total of 2 lots of 2.5 milligrams of morphine and 4 milligrams of Ondam.
For air crewman Nathan, any paddock bashing tragedy is one too many.
I think just seeing another young kid roll on a car on a paddock, ejecting a friend. They're out there to have fun and all that, yeah, fair enough. But I'm sure that there's going to be seatbelts in that car. If you're still going to be fanging around, at least wear your belt.
To better understand Jamie's injuries, paramedic Genevieve needs to understand from the driver how the accident actually happened.
It rolled right over, did it?
And it's rolled about there, I'd say.
Rolled it right over and come onto its side, or just rolled onto
this
its
side first.
Okay.
Arriving on the scene, Jamie's dad is not happy. His daughter's boyfriend was the driver. Nathan does his best to keep him calm.
Everything's good, Dad. I'll talk to you in a sec, mate, okay? So,
Okay, don't move your head, sweetie. Big, deep breath for me. With a high-speed ejection from a vehicle, we worry about head injuries, so we need to assess their level of consciousness. Can you open your eyes for me, sweetie? Hello. How are you feeling? Hey? What's the problem? Your back. Okay.
Yep. What we're going to do, darlings, we're going to roll you. You need to lie nice and still as you can, okay? And let us do the work. We're going to roll you over towards this way and put a hard board under you, okay?
Okay, roll on 3. Where's that hurting?
No, okay, I understand that, but we've just got to have a real good look at you. With Jamie, we worry about her spinal injury and her pelvis.
Come back on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's it, sweet. That's it.
Just going to shuffle you over.
And any one of these injuries could change the future of young Jamie's life. Coming up,
Help me get some gear ready just in case.
a search and rescue mission comes unstuck.
Police launch is out of question. They're 40 minutes away. Do we know whether the CPR is happening for this guy?
No. And Jamie's ordeal continues.
So our concern is that she's got a pelvic fracture. So how are you going with your pain?
It's really sore.
It's really sore. So you think you need some more pain relief?
Air rescue paramedic Genevieve is treating teenage Jamie, who was flung from a moving car in a country paddock.
Her main complaint is left hip pain, so our concern is that she's got a pelvic fracture. So we've got a special splint called a SAM splint that we put around her pelvis to support it. It actually can help reduce bleeding if there is any internal bleeding in the pelvis. Very luckily, she doesn't seem to have any spinal injury, which was the first report.
Lucky, but not yet out of danger.
Can you just open your eyes for a minute?
Jamie now needs to be prepared for travel. For the potentially dangerous transition to the chopper, her limbs and spine will be immobilised, and she'll be given more pain relief.
You're a bit more comfortable now than you were, lying on the ground? Yeah.
Weight restrictions mean that Dad won't be able to travel with Jamie in the chopper.
I'll meet you
there.
there.
That's cool.
I'll beat you there.
Thank you.
Yes, please. We don't need another patient.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so we'll go over and then we'll load feet first on this side.
So how are you going with your pain?
It's really sore.
It's really sore. So you think you need some more pain relief? Yeah? Okay, we'll sort that out.
Safely in the chopper, it's not just her injuries that Jamie is worried about.
Well, it is cost heaps.
Well, it cost heaps in the helicopter. Nothing at all. That's what all the fundraising is about, to provide this service to people like you.
To help with her pain and anxiety, Jamie is sedated for the flight to hospital.
It
seem to be causing us a problem, doesn't it, Jen? The left side of the pelvis.
I think that she's got a fractured pelvis, especially she's in that frog leg position where she's most comfortable. She's very lucky. She was under a strain.
Moving out.
Thanks, guys.
Just be aware there are Rellos waiting at the end of the pathway.
Jamie's mum is waiting anxiously at the hospital helipad, desperate to see her daughter.
Are you, Mum? She's fine. She's doing really well. She may have a fractured pelvis, but otherwise she's doing really, really well.
Westpac Rescue, Nathan speaking. Yep, go for it.
At base, there's no rest for air crewman Nathan.
It's a water job.
Westpac 1 is on the move again for an urgent search and rescue mission.
Yep, okay. Thank you, bye.
Dr. Hook, a fishing boat, has radioed in. A man has collapsed.
They're 90 minutes out. He didn't say which direction, doesn't know where they are.
With very little detail about the patient, boat or location, the crew has to prepare for every possibility, and fast.
So you need to be in a wetsuit?
Yep, I'll go change.
The location, unknown, except they're 90 minutes off Port Stephens. We'll call them up on VHF 10.
Okay.
When we get out there, and hopefully we'll find them.
So we've got the potential of getting put down onto a vessel, so we go in a wetsuit just in case I have to go in the water.
The challenge is to find the vessel as quickly as possible. As they head out, air crewman Danny begins to put the pieces of a potentially life-saving puzzle into place.
The patient is breathing at the moment and still unconscious. He has vomited. Over.
Westpac 1, copy that. Did you advise him on board, Dr. Hook, to place the patient on his side in a lateral position to maintain an airway and to drain the vomit from his mouth?
Do we know whether the CPR is happening for this guy?
No. He's unconscious.
Now to coordinate contact.
Okay, so the plan then, we'll just do a little recce over the top, see where they are.
But as the chopper closes in on the area, a piece of luck, the boat is returning to port.
Got a name on the side, if you can spot it. Looks like Dr. Hook to me.
Pacific Blue Charters, Dr. Hook.
With confirmation, a quick decision has to be made. Airlift or wait until they dock.
Do you want me to get some gear ready just in case?
Well, bearing in mind their position, I don't think we're going to try and attempt anything while they're in the heads, because then the time frame would just delay their transit anyway.
Yeah, there's not much point.
With the clock ticking, the mission switches to Plan B. They'll rendezvous at the Marina.
They're just going to continue to steam in.
Roger.
And be met by these guys at the Marina.
And you sorted out the transport from Bill Strong down to the Marina. Great.
Beneath them, the man is now conscious, but he has a history of heart failure and appears gravely ill. Coming up, confusion at the Marina.
What's happening today, mate? You're feeling unwell. Whereabouts is the pain, mate?
A sudden collapse.
Come on, Steve.
And no one knows why. The fishing boat with a sick man on board has arrived at the Marina. Paramedics Andrew and Rod rush to the patient.
A bit of room jump in here, guys. Still on the floor.
No worries.
What's happening today, mate? You're feeling unwell.
Heart disease is the biggest killer in Australia.
Whereabouts is the pain, mate? In your shoulder, is it?
And 48-year-old Stephen has a history of heart trouble.
You got any in your chest? Are you short of breath?
With 3 heart attacks in the past, the team is concerned he's having another.
This pain, mate, how can you describe it to me? Is it a heavy pain or a dull pain or a sharp pain? Heavy, okay, all right.
It's a confusing situation. Steve is disoriented and in pain, but his vital signs appear normal.
How do you think you can go if we stand you up and we've just got to get you over there to the boat on the stretcher, mate? If we help you? Got nothing. 1, 2, 3, coming up. Dude, let's go. That's it.
And then while transferring him for further tests, he collapses again.
The patient's complaining of left-sided chest pain radiating into his shoulder. He's telling me that the pain is similar to past cardiac episodes, and he's describing it as a heavy, crushing type pain. He's also advised me that he doesn't have his current medications with him. He didn't take them with him, so normally in this situation he'd self-medicate, but he hasn't been able to do that. Steve, just put your head forward for me, mate. How's the pain in your chest now, Steve? Is it eased off a little? Slightly. What are we down to numbers-wise? A 5, okay. So you get angina pretty regularly, is that right? All right. Yeah, good to go. Thanks, Andy.
Whether it's angina or something more serious, because of Steve's history and his symptoms, the crew can't take any chances. They need to airlift him to emergency for a full workup to understand why he collapsed so dramatically.
Bit noisy, mate, okay? Is that pain still easing off?
Sorry,
excellent. We've had a little bit of morphine, as well as those couple of anginine tablets.
Aeromed Westpac 1.
Nelson Bay requesting clearance to enter airspace on that track.